Joining me now, retired Major General Robert Scales, former Commandant of the Army War College, Fox News military analyst. General, let's start with Kerry in Kiev saying, oh, we don't want a war, we don't want to provide any weaponry to the Ukrainians because that would disturb Mr. Putin. Is this what really the U.S. government has been reduced to?
Well, absolutely right. I don't think there's any question. And it's also interesting to know that Russia is certainly not following this, following Mr. Kerry's line. The Russians are being extremely aggressive in eastern Ukraine now. The reason why they've taken ground recently, the reason why the government casualties have gone up is the Russians have upped the ante. They're using drones, they're using precision radar, they're bringing up artillery all the way up to the border. They've moved in tanks, T-72M tanks and APCs. So the Russians are perfectly capable of upping the ante, of pushing the Ukrainian government out, and yet Mr. Kerry is saying, well, we don't want to antagonize the Russians. No, Putin's at war, we're at peace, and so far at least, frankly, Lou, sadly, the Russians are winning this.
And the Ukrainians in peril. And there is something that I just can't accept as a coincidence. A Pentagon think tank releases a study showing that Putin suffers from Asperger's syndrome, and also intelligence that's being shared from other intelligence agencies, that he has an addictive personality, addicted to money, to sex, to power. You know, who knew? This looks like a psyops operation. And it doesn't look like it's one that's going to, he'll either be amused or angry as hell. Which will it be?
Well, I think mainly amused. Remember now, Putin has a strategy in the Ukraine, in fact, around the periphery of Russia, and we don't. And it's simply to restore the greatness of the Russian Empire prior to the October Revolution. And whether he's got Asperger's or whether he's a wacko or not, at least he has a strategy. And he has a timetable that he's following, and he's applying force, he's meting out force with great care and great precision, and he's being very aggressive about it. And so far, he doesn't see NATO or the United States or anyone else, for that matter, doing anything to oppose him. We need to send the Ukrainians weapons that can be effective against the Russians. A small amount of force.
What are the odds?
Well, it's too late. I'm sad to say. It's just getting too late, Lou. I think Putin is achieving his objective. Yep.
All right. General, always good to talk with you.
Thank
General
you,
Bob Scales.